Welcome. This video is presented to you by Earnest Training Center. We offer NYC firearms training with certified firearms instructors, as well as AHA first aid, CPR, AED, and BLS classes. Let's go over how to apply for a New York City pistol license. A 16 hours DCJS approved training class with 2 hours of live fire must be completed before applying for your license. Completing this class will also allow you to apply for an initial concealed carry license in New York State. Renew a current carry license or release restrictions on your current restricted, target, business, or sportsman license to full unrestricted. The first step to applying for the license is creating an account with the NYPD's licensing division. Above you will see the web address to the licensing portal. Once on the page, click on Register and fill out the appropriate fields with your information. You can also type in NYPD licensing online in your preferred web browser to find a link to the portal. Once you are done creating your account and have signed in, on the home screen click on Start New. Since you are not renewing a license, select No. Select the application type you are applying for, which is concealed carry. There will be 17 pages in total that you will be required to fill out. When applying for your license, be as honest and truthful as possible. If you are unsure how to answer a question, the best answer is, "I do not recall." You may be given the opportunity to answer the question at a later time. Some of the information you will be required to provide is list of residence and employment for the last 5 years. Do you currently have a license or had one? And where would you safeguard your firearm? Do you have any arrest, convictions, mental disabilities, or domestic incidents? Ensure that you list all arrest, criminal court summons, oath summons, and/or Transit Adjudication Bureau summons. Even if it is sealed or from some time ago, it will show up on the background check. You have the option to request confidentiality from the licensing division. What this means is, your application and license, if granted, is confidential and cannot be divulged to the media or public if requested. There are certain criteria that can make you eligible for confidentiality, such as being an active or retired law enforcement officer, being the holder of an order of protection, being a witness or juror in criminal proceeding. If none of these criteria relate to you, you can also choose option 2 and give an explanation in the box on number 5. It is not guaranteed you will be granted your confidentiality request, but it does not hurt to give yourself the added level of protection. On step 13, you will upload the required documents needed for your application. Make sure that you read the description of each field closely and you provide the appropriate files. Once a document is uploaded, you will not be able to replace it or delete it. You can always upload the file again. This time, just change the file's name beforehand so the investigator will know that it is different from the previously uploaded one. Keep in mind, you will not be able to advance to step 14 until all the necessary files are uploaded. While applying for your license, you will be required to produce and submit quite a bit of documents. Do not be persuaded, and the quicker you gather the required items, the quicker you can move forward with the process. You will need all of the following documents: a valid state or federal photo identification, proof of your date of birth, and a copy of your Social Security card, proof of citizenship or legal residency, and proof of your residence. Keep in mind that this must reflect an address within New York City. NYPD does not accept an address from outside of the 5 boroughs. A DMV lifetime abstract. You can find how to do this by Googling it, or a document detailing how to obtain it will be shared with you when receiving the date for your fingerprints appointment. A cohabitant affidavit form, which will need to be notarized, and an acknowledgement of person agreeing to safeguard firearms form. This is someone you trust, most likely a spouse, sibling, parent, or anyone close to you. If something was to happen to you, this person would be entrusted with taking possession of your firearms. An affirmation of understanding of New York State Penal Law 35, Article 265, and Article 400. 2 notarized character reference letters. These letters should be short and direct. They should speak on your character and why the person believes you have the mental stability and trustworthiness to possess a firearm. And proof of name change, if applicable. All other current firearms licenses, if applicable. Arrest information. As stated previously, do not withhold any information as it will come up during the investigation. Provide a disposition certificate from the courts and a detailed statement involving the circumstances of the arrest. Domestic incident report statement, if applicable. Submit a statement for each domestic incident detailing the names of those involved and dates. Order of protection, if applicable. Submit a copy of the order of protection given by the courts. If not available, provide a list with the issuing court, dates, expiration, and names of those involved. Also provide a statement with the reasoning of the issuance. Military discharge, if applicable. Submit your DD-214 and discharge papers. The previously mentioned are required for a pistol license. To be granted a concealed carry license, you will need these additional documents. Proof of completion of a DCJS-approved 16-hour training course. It must be administered by a duly authorized instructor, pursuant to PL 265. Just recently, it was added that the course should also have 2 hours of live fire training. 2 additional character reference letters, totaling 4. List of current and former social media accounts in the last 3 years. And front and back of active New York State license or identification. Keep in mind, most of these documents will be uploaded during Step 13 of the application. Some of these documents will not be requested until you receive your interview email, so do not get worried if you do not see a selection in the application to upload a particular file. Once you have completed each step and submitted all the required documents, here is what you should expect next. You will receive an email within a week or 2 informing you that your application has been received. This email will contain your application number. Next step is to complete your fingerprints at one police plaza. You will be informed of when this will take place via email. This typically takes 2 to 3 months to receive. You will receive an email from the licensing division regarding your fingerprints and interview. The appointment for you to go to 1PP is automatically scheduled by the licensing division. Make sure that you review all attached files contained in the email. Any documents you may have missed should be uploaded at this time. One of the files will be the interview questionnaire. Fill it out honestly and upload it into your submitted application. A file within the email will show a step-by-step process on how to do that. The day of the interview, bring a physical copy of your interview questionnaire. You do not need to bring your other documents. After completing your interview and fingerprints, within a few days your application status will change to investigation. Licensing will review all documents that have been submitted and conduct your background check. If any discrepancies are found, you will be notified via email. If there are no issues with your application, you will receive confirmation of approval within 6 to 9 months. Here are some additional resources that can be helpful to you. Sign into your account on the licensing portal. Click on your name and in the drop-down, select Instructions. New application instructions and required documents will show you a physical step-by-step process for everything we just discussed in this video. For your own benefit and awareness of laws pertaining to owning a firearm, become familiar with the New York State Penal Law Article 35, Article 265, and Article 400. These can be found on www.nysenate.gov. If you were to need legal representation due to a denied application, a firearm discharge incident, or a self-defense situation, contact NY TAC Defense. You can go to their website for more information, www.nytacdefense.com. Let's meet your instructor. Kevin Earnest started working in healthcare during the early 1980s as an ambulance driver. His interest in emergency services began when he was near the first World Trade Center bombing in 1993. 8 years later, Kevin became a New York State EMT. With over 21 years of experience, Kevin also became a first aid and CPR instructor, teaching for over 10 years through the National Safety Council and the American Red Cross. Kevin continues to work as an occupational medical health technician and volunteers his time at the Forest Hills Volunteer Ambulance Corps, where he performs various roles. Additionally, he expanded his expertise to include public safety and security, becoming an armed security guard in 2010. In 2020, he became a National Rifle Association range safety officer and firearms instructor, teaching pistol, rifle, and shotgun disciplines. Kevin enjoys helping others and sharing his knowledge and skills in emergency response and public safety. He believes everyone should have the skills and confidence to act in an emergency. Thank you for watching this video and choosing Earnest Training Center. We strive to create an informed, safe, and dedicated training environment. The better the training, the better the outcomes.